He's often called America's #1 Christian success coach. He speaks to crowds all over the world, and he's the author of several books.
And today, Dr. Dave Martin is here on 8 West talking about his tips for success and his latest book.
It's called 12 Traits of the Greats. Dave, you've actually talked to a lot of pretty amazing people. Is there a common thread that you've discovered?
Well, there's 12 common threads. 12 traits. And just as we looked at great achievers, whether on the battlefield or the baseball field or the field of business, whatever it may be, you know, people desire to be great, whether it's a great father or a great business person, a great mother, whatever it is. And so I just found traits in people's life, whether famous people or average people, that had these traits, that used them to become great in whatever aspect of life they were looking at.
Great. So now what's a theme, if you could give one, of the message that you usually are talking about or you're giving when you're speaking?
Well, I like to say the rest of your life will be the best of your life. I start every success seminar with that. Get everyone to say that, say it to each other, and just believe that. Because no matter where you're at in life, you know, with so much going on, the economy and the real estate market, and just average daily things that people deal with, just having a little hope and inspiration to know that life can get better. You know, no matter how good it is or no matter how bad it is, that the rest of their life will be the best of their life.
And I think that's a good saying, because you start your book actually talking about responsibility as one of the traits. So it doesn't necessarily matter what happened to you in the past. You've got to take responsibility for where you are and where you're going.
Yeah, take responsibility for today. Today is really all you've got. You know, yesterday's over. You can't do anything about it. Tomorrow's not here. You really don't even have a tomorrow. All you have is today, because when you get to tomorrow, you just rename it today. So today is really all you got. So take responsibility for today, what you've done. Every decision you've made up to this point determines why you are where you're at today.
Okay, I was reading it, and you said, if you're not willing to take responsibility, close the book.
Yeah.
This is I like your bluntness.
Well, the first chapter is pretty straightforward, pretty blunt. If they can make it past the first chapter, they're going to do great. But, you know, I laid it down at the very beginning. Take responsibility for yourself. You know, your weight, your decisions, your finances, it's things that you've decided to do. You decided to eat that cake late at night, and so that's your responsibility to make some changes. And then we go into things like the power of focus. You know, the only reason people fail is broken focus. When you can get to focus, what you think about the longest becomes the strongest. One of my guys I coach is a NASCAR driver, and going around the track, if he loses control of the car, the first thing you would think is, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. But if you understand the power of focus, you're always pulled toward your dominant thoughts. So if he loses control, where's his car going to end up? In the wall, because that's what he's thinking. So we had to learn to change his focus, teach him to change his focus. Think about the grass, think about the infield. So you're pulled toward your dominant thought. So that's the power of focus. We talk about courage, creativity, wisdom, getting understanding. If you want tomorrow to be different than today, learn something today in order to make tomorrow different. And then it all ends with all the traits with generosity and just what we can do to help others.
That's wonderful.
Wow. Well, you're clearly a good motivational speaker, because I'm inspired already.
Well, one of the things you talk about, too, is a dream wall. And I think everybody has their dreams, and they're not always conscious of them, and maybe some of the opportunities that you may run into every day that may help you get there.
Well, you know, I thought back in high school, we had posters. I had these posters of this car I wanted and this up on my wall. But as I got to college and then into the real life, people began to say, well, that'll never happen. You're not going to do that. So at my parents' house one day, I'm looking around the walls, and I see there's my high school picture. I'm like, wow, my senior high school. I was skinnier, had hair. It was inspiring. I'm looking at all these memories. 90% of the walls in most of our homes are pictures of our past. I'm like, what if we just took one wall and put pictures of our future and got a picture, because something has to be seeable before it's believable, believable before it's achievable. So I created one wall in my office where I just put up pictures of stuff I want in my future, places I want to go, things I want to accomplish, things I want to do, and I put those up so I see them every day in front of me.
And you're perhaps working toward them every day.
Yeah, it's the power of
the future.
Yeah, with a dream or with a goal. One of the keys in the goal setting, there's a chapter in there that talks about that. But one of the keys is to do something every day, no matter how big or how small, toward the goal that you're trying to achieve. Because most people don't even have goals because they don't know what they want. But you can't leave where you're at until you decide where you'd rather be. So, you know, I can go to the airport, there's planes flying around the world, but until I decide where I want to go, I'm still going to be at the airport. They don't sell me my ticket based on where I'm at, they sell me my ticket based on where I'm going.
Yeah.
So where is it you want to go? What is it you want to achieve and accomplish in life? And these traits will help people get reach greatness in every area of their life.
Wow.
Do you find that now, especially is the time that people are kind of keying into this? This is your latest book, 12 Traits of the Greats. But a lot of people are transitioning and finding that because of the economy, factors maybe that have changed their life, they're looking for something that's going to help give them direction.
Yes.
I know your book is helping a lot of people.
Well, and one of the traits in there is change or adaptability, which is understanding the power of change. I heard someone say one time, change is optional, or no, change is inevitable, but misery is optional. So in the middle of transition, the middle of change is going to happen. There's always going to be something changing around us in our lives, on our jobs, in the economy, in the world. But how we respond to that, or what we do in the middle of that, is what makes you great.
Wow. Well, I feel like this book would be great for anybody, but especially maybe those college students trying to figure out what's going on, what they're going to do with life.
There's a chapter in there on passion.
Yeah.
That is, because I've found that successful people, wealthy people, love what they do. When you're doing what you love will reward you. Michael Jordan loves basketball. Bill Gates loves computers. When you find what it is you love to do, your passion is released. And we got some questions in there that'll help you. What you love to do it determines your passion. When you open the newspaper, what section do you look at first? Kind of helps reveal your passion. Things you hate. Mothers Against Drunk Driving was established by a mother who hated drunk driving because her son was killed. So it developed a passion in her to start this organization to help others. So all that determines your passion and how to discover that. And we got a chapter in there on that as well.
Well, we know that you're here in West Michigan because you just did a big speaking engagement where you spoke to thousands of people in Chicago.
Yes.
From here, you're heading out, so people can go to your website to find out where you're speaking because you go all over the place. Where can people find your book?
They can go to Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, family bookstores, Lifeway, Borders. I mean, you name it, it's everywhere. And I encourage you, go get it. I think it should be a part of someone's book club.
Actually, didn't you just see it
There we go.
in an airport
Yeah,
recently
I was
where
running
you
through the
were?
Detroit airport, and there was. I was like, I want to go take my picture by it. There I am in the airport. So
Oh my
That's
gosh.
me.
get some popcorn, make a movie out of
There
it.
we
I'm
go.
telling you, this should be.
That's wonderful. Well, Dave, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
and
It's great to be with
sharing
you.
this information that I know you've worked really hard to compile through the people that you've met and the studying
Yes.
that you've been able to do. So,
Just want to let people know the rest of their life will be the best.
Can you call me every morning and tell me that just to make sure, you know? I
I could do a ringtone for you. Or
There we go.
something. There you go.
now that's an idea. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Thank you.
We'll be right back.